live. Get it set up. Boom. Let me get this set up and then we all ready to go. All right, delete this. Make this public. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on YouTube. Appreciate y'all.
What up?
So yeah, let me edit this caption and add it to you. Yeah, I was having a little party like by myself, so don't mind me. I'm calming down from this little party I was just having by myself. It's my day off, so I'm cool. Mr. 365 featuring the great.
How was your Halloween?
It was actually cool because this might sound crazy.
Mm?
I didn't take my daughter out this year. She went with her sister, so it was like I kind of got a break, like from the actually, them neighborhoods be big and there be a lot of kids and a lot of traffic going on. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I know
how
how
was
that
yours?
goes. It was good. Yeah, we just kind of hung out and passed out candy, and then my daughter went with her friend and her friend's mom, so I got a little break too.
Yeah, see, it's always good
Did
when
you
you get.
dress up?
I didn't see. I'm thinking about going to a couple. I was thinking about going to a party, but I actually worked yesterday, so it was kind of like an excuse for me, like to chill this year. Like, all right, I gotta work.
Yeah,
I'm doing too much. All
I
right,
get that.
that's public now. Cool. All right, man, we good. We good. Okay, let's go. All right, we back one on one with Mr. 365. Man, it's a good Friday, a beautiful Friday. It looks sunny where you at though. I'm kind of jealous. It kind of looks sunny down there. I'm kind of jealous. It don't look that sunny out here.
I just watched my garbage man dump out my whole garbage can all over the street, so
Oh,
that's just nice.
yeah, that's crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, we back full blown trapping TV, one on one with Mr. 365, and I have a special guest in the building with me today. Um, I'm excited about this to just kind of get into it and pick her brain a little bit. I see some of her posts and some things I kind of want to get into in the music business. To me, and a lot of other people, she's a legend. In her own right, and it's crazy to see the females that's in the game killing it right now. So I'm honored to be here with the legendary Zigzag.
Appreciate that.
How you doing today?
Doing well, man. Just chilling, enjoying the breeze outside and the sunshine. How
No,
about you? Good?
yeah, I'm good. I got a loaded day though today. I got a interview with you. I got another cat coming up, my homeboy Jug from Akron, and it was crazy because when I told him I was interviewing you today, he immediately start rapping your lyrics, and it's like
That's funny.
that is I I don't know if you know how big you are to like. All right, my teenage years, yeah, bro. Just to go there real quick, Brother Lynch, like E40, a lot of those West Coast guys, in Ohio, that's what we rocked with. That's what we listened to. We came up on that real heavy. Like, so, you know, to get that first introduction to you that we got on Lope to the Brain, and when you first, I don't even know how. I don't think, like I said, I don't know if you know how powerful that music is and that record is. That's going to be my first question. Do you get that feeling like of, dang, this is a classic song?
No, I don't. It's, I think, for when, like, in my situation, or like I'm some, artists, I guess, maybe when you blow up, you know what I'm saying? And you're just way out there, doing commercials on the Super Bowl and shit, like, then maybe. But for me, like, it's just another song, you know what I mean? And I do understand. I do know, like, consciously know, like, how big that song went just by the numbers, but I don't associate myself with, like, that, if that makes any sense. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, no, no, no. We're gonna tap into a little bit of everything. I just wanted to ask you because I did see one of your posts maybe a few weeks back, and then you was kind of speaking on that. And coming from an artist, being a former artist myself, and just managing artists and just being in the entertainment game over the last 20 years, I kind of see the same thing, the same pattern, like what you were saying. It was kind of a funny, but at the same time, you were being serious when you said, "Who actually is getting paid off of this, or who's actually,
Yeah,
what I'm saying?"
for
And
real.
it's crazy to hear someone, like I said, because we humble and we carry ourselves, humbly. So, but that you're on big records. When I mean big records, like they're on my playlist still to this day. Like I play those records like on my briefcase. Like I mean, it's like those records. So when I hear artists say, "Dang, who really gets paid from this?" And it was like, "Dang,
Yeah.
this is still like." Speak about that, being an artist in the '90s, and then now seeing how the music industry is, and it's kind of seeming like artists are kind of getting paid a little more, or if they have their stuff together, they can get paid. But just speak about how you see the game that has changed from when you was in it. Heavy,
I'm
heavy.
gonna yeah, I'll just be real. Like I had no idea how much the business part and promotional areas changed from when I was like really doing it. And then I learned. I talked to Dave Weiner, um, who used to own, he used to run the I think it was Interscope and a couple other labels, but he's out there, he's big. And I put something like that out there once before, and so he was, something along the lines of just some shit that I went through in the music industry. And he was like, give me a call. And so I gave him a call, and he broke it really down to me, like to the point of where, you're wasting your time making whole albums, like just do a single. Like it's all about plays, 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 do shorts, like your videos, that everything needs to go on social media, like TikTok, they use your clips. That's how this music is, how people are getting paid now. It's not from, let me just go do the best album I ever did and go drop it. You know what I'm saying? And think for one hot second I'm about to blow up, or I'm about to. It's all about that social media and how you like market yourself and your music, and that one clip of one song that everybody's looking for their little, whatever videos that they end up doing. You know what I'm saying? It's all that. That's where it's at now.
I mean, that's definitely where it's at. I kind of seen the music industry changing and evolving, just over the years, and especially you hit everything on the head of what I be telling artists that I've managed. You got to get out there and get that social media presence because it's not like it used to be. To be an artist back in the day, you actually had to work. Like you had to,
Man, you're out there, yeah,
no,
selling albums out the trunk of your car, getting out of your car at lights, handing out flyers for your show that you're promoting yourself.
investing all your money. And this is like I be
Hmm.
telling a lot of cats, like I tell my son and them, like this is before social media. So you couldn't just make a post and then people see you in Africa. You understand the day and age
Hmm.
that we come from in music, because we've been around since the beginning of hip hop. It's like we've watched it come from basically a dinosaur to uh, electric cars, basically.
Right.
So yeah, I know I played a lot of your discography over the years, and like I said, even though it's crazy, do you think that you have more of a stronger male fan base or female fan base, or is it kind of balanced?
Male.
Male
Hmm.
and
Yeah. Hold on. Let me tell you something on my mouth. Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's because of my where I came from, though. I think. If I wasn't, Lynch taught me everything I know. He's the one that taught me how to rap. I flow like he flows in some areas, in some areas not. But that because I'm his protege. I used to be, always probably will be.
right.
But he
Oh,
sort of
that
he
from
was hard. I mean, he's still hard, but he was real hard. And so for me to come out like a female Lynch, or whatever, or just even on that level in that area, that sick made sick style, yeah, that so yeah. Forgot where
so
I was going with that, but yeah, that's I think that, oh yeah, that's why I feel like most of my fan base is men. Although I have a lot of females in there too, but females hate regardless. They're
Yeah.
gonna hate on you. You'll be all up in your face, girl. You tight, right behind your back, talking about man, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, it's the
But
same with males, but I would say that I get what you're saying as far as the males, but I don't. I think, man, at that time, like you said, to us in Ohio, man, Brother
mhm.
Lynch is one of the hardest rappers ever, ever, ever. Like wordplay, just as he was different before. Like it was like an Eminem before Eminem. If you want to, the things he talked about, like you know how Eminem could just say whatever he wants and make it. No, Lynch had that style that he what he was talking about was just it was creative and it was artistic and the flow was there. So I
Yeah,
think
content, all
yeah,
that. Yeah,
everything was there. Like I said, if social media was back then, y'all would be these artists that's there, and that's why I like to talk to y'all because it's funny thing. On my first radio show about 13 years ago, I interviewed Lynch. I had got me and him got connected, and I had interviewed him. Like I said, I told him the same thing, but we never knew. Like I said, being so young, who Zigzag was when we were young. Like we just knew being play that back, play
I
that
was
back.
just a voice.
Yeah, literally though. We
Yeah,
know that voice when it come on these songs.
yeah.
It's
It was
like
like I was just a voice, and everybody's just like, "Who is that? Well, who is that voice?" I
no,
got 5 different names out there, like Zig, Zigzag, Zag. Like Labrea Renee, whatever. I got all those different. So they're probably just like, "Who is that?" And I still to this day get that, like, "Oh shit, that's you."
you like no, no, like I said, I'm smiling right now because it's like a piece of my childhood knowing like I said, once I did figure it out and did know your story and know you as an artist, because you got your own music too, and you got your own catalog, a deep catalog at that. And
Mm.
I just think the way you, like I said, you being coming up and Blitz teaching you everything, I think that's dope. Like just that connection. But you, like you said, it was a similarity, but you can't you don't hear Lynch when you hear you though, is what I'm saying.
Nah.
It's like a coming off that hunt, man. Like what? Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, bring that back. You were really spitting, and I don't think a lot of females at that time had that type of energy and were saying the things that you were saying. Do you know what you be saying on these songs?
Yeah, yeah. I don't. It's funny because since you say that, like when I write something, it just comes out. I don't have to concentrate, think, or anything. It just whatever comes out. And see, I'm a type of rapper artist that I don't talk about something that I haven't done, haven't sit there and watched or been through. Like it's all shit that I lived or been through or watched right in front of my face. So it's like like it's just the content itself. When I write it, it comes out. I listen back on it. I'm like, whoa, that's how I felt. Like, or like, wow, like, yeah. And then honestly, like, I'm very confident. I've always been like very confident, humble but confident. But because of the way that I learned how to rap and the way that like I immediately like as soon as I started, like Lynch started teaching me, he'd throw me out there in front of all his friends, have me rap some shit he wrote that wasn't out yet, and it'd be like that's when I was 16 years old. They'd be like, whoa, that big, what the fuck, you tight, like wow.
Yeah,
And
fact.
the only thing I was lacking because I just had the confidence because of the reactions that I got, but the only thing I lacked in the very beginning was writing. And I was a writer anyways. So before that, I used to do poetry all the time. I was good at it. So that was no problem. And once I sat down, Lynch had me like write down his lyrics like legibly in a book or whatever, so that he could read them. I learned how the formatting of it. That's all I needed. I was out there ever since then. And so here I am writing my own shit, spitting my own shit, like just like one of the dudes sitting in the whole, crowd, everybody taking their part. Yeah. And I just always got good reactions. So it builds your confidence. It did in the very beginning for me.
Right. So how long was it from Lynch helping you in perfecting your craft, basically writing before you was like, all right, when was your when did you say, all right, I got this? When was that moment?
After, like, I wrote "Low to the Brain."
Oh, you
He
wrote.
helped me with that.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
but you wrote. Oh, that's crazy, bro. You were just
yeah.
where my sound effect, man. You wrote "Low to the Brain" and wow.
My part, yeah, but
Yeah,
Lynch helped me out. Like, like there were some words in there that I wouldn't probably have written, but he helped me out. Like, he wanted it to be hard. He threw a little bit in there, or just kind of like guided me in certain ways, in certain like lines, whatever. But I wrote that. That was
that
my
is
first time writing too.
that was your because I see you say that when I even was on Google looking for different things and I seen you say yeah you know me from so that was your first song.
Hmm. My first feature, my first ever.
That's wow. That's why we're
Hmm.
here right now because that was your first song. That's what I'm saying. If that was your first song, so then on my briefcase, when did that come? Was that like the same?
That
Because
was
that was the
next.
same album. So that was your next song.
Yep, he offered it, and that's I think that was a what do you call it, a like a rehearsal. It really was, because he was like, if I like what you write, you can be on it. So I wrote, he liked it, and that was it. It was on there. I think he even said that in the intro, or when I started my part, he was like, I don't know, the rehearsal or some shit he said. But
I,
yeah,
all right.
or like, I don't know what he said, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just take me there though, like because you we going there, like so. I mean, I know we 20 years, 30 years later, like you know what I'm saying, 20, 25 years later past that. So how was that whole experience though? Funk Beta, just the whole y'all had a formula that worked. I'm talking about that worked. Like so, how was that?
Nobody paid for studio time. That's what I do know. Nobody ever had to pay for studio time. We all had studios, so that's pretty much all you really need, because you just can't. You have the freedom and the time and the whatever to go in there and just fuck around and make shit. So we spent a lot of time all in the studio writing things together. That Low to the Brain, we all wrote that together, like all in the same room, all at the same time. Like, we just each did our part. Same with me and Lynch. Like, whenever we did like the argument 2, 3, we did that in the same, back and forth like that. So we just spent a lot of time in the studio, just free time. Nobody had jobs. We are all just like hustling.
Nah, but you can tell that in the music. That's why I think that West Coast music took over like in the 90s and you know what I'm saying right before Tupac and all of that stuff happened. The
Yeah.
West Coast impact, y'all had the music game on lock to the point where like I'm saying, even to where y'all don't think y'all was as big as y'all was, that y'all really were in the world's eyes. Because like I said, without a social media, without all of these different platforms that we have now, we were
Hmm.
still in the music. Like we might not have had TikToks and video, like, but you had a video and you can go, and do that. But it was so exclusive back then. Now everybody can pick up their phone, get a studio podcast, be a rapper. But it still takes a lot to get to that level that you were speaking of. So, did did Lynch know how big he was, or did he had the same attitude you got? Like, yeah, we making this music, people rock with it. We hear it, he there. But does he really know? Like, even though he don't get the flowers, I think around the world, like it's not brought up like all the time. But he's a very big figure in West Coast rap. Does he know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, he does now. He growing up just like me, he was just real humble. And it wasn't until he actually got signed with Black Market and like started really making money that his head blew up a little bit, but his mentality, his character, it really didn't change. His head blew up in the places like when he was at shows and shit, but he was just always still humble. He
Right.
knew who he was though. He knew his like, his stature or whatever.
Yeah, I always wanted to know that because you know what I'm saying, he got legendary projects with like SIBO. Like I mean he's a legend. So I just wanted to know.
Yeah, he's got numbers.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's one of the guys. So coming off of that, and then how all right, let's get here. So how did, because like you said, a lot of y'all's songs, they were just basically like y'all, it was so real. So the relationship, how did that work? Like,
Like it's in terms of like everybody, how we got along. Well, we all lived together. Everybody lived with me and Lynch. Like everybody can. Reg, CO, low key, like everybody lived pretty much in the same house. If they didn't live there, they were there every day. So we had meetings, house meetings, like studio meetings, house meetings, like every Sunday where people would just like express how they feel. It was more along the lines of like record company meetings, but there were house meetings too. So
right,
it was like, you come to the studio. My shit was always, you come to the studio, you clean up after yourself. Don't leave no shit for me to have to clean up. I'm not doing it.
right.
That type of shit. Don't bring no kids over here. They're not allowed because people don't have time to. I wasn't kidding, man. I was like, they were like dogs and cats and shit. Don't bring your pets. Don't bring your kids. Because people are busy. And so, like, unless you got your wife there too, who's going to run around after your kid. I don't want no
Right,
kids in my house just freely running around and shit because there's no
right,
one to, like, supervise. So like yeah, I was like, but yeah, we all got along really good. We had our fights just like brothers and sisters and shit, roommates, whatever.
right,
Um Lance though, I think a lot of the people that hung out with us, like I mean, whether they want to admit it or not, like piggybacked off of everything Lynch did. So
that's
he
how,
fed everybody. He like, smoked everybody out. A beer was on him. Everything, food was on him always. So he started to begin to feel like used by people and shit and taken advantage of. And so it got him a little bit bitter, I think, and he's still that way. Where it's like
right.
he doesn't just, go out on a limb for people anymore because and I mean he's done dirt to other people the same way though too. Some of his closest friends, I feel like he could have, been a better friend, but that it all comes with just learning as you grow, I guess, and trial and error.
Right.
But
No,
yeah, we got along good.
I definitely get that. But y'all guys, y'all also had a personal relationship, right? Or y'all
Me
didn't?
and Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have two kids together. So like we were married. We were together
Yeah,
for
that's what I
16 years. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought. So just to like, I mean, are you guys still cordial to this day, or y'all
Mhm.
not cordial at all? Y'all still
We
cordial?
talk. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
My son goes and visits him all the time. So yeah, we talk.
that's dope. That's
Excuse
dope.
me.
All right. Yeah. So how did the whole sick made, how did it just vanish? Like what was the breaking point where everybody just went their own ways?
Um, I don't know. I'm the first one I think that left. And that was because me and Lynch broke up, and I just didn't want to be in the environment no more. It
Right.
was a lot of like everybody that was, both of our friends or whatever sort of like took up for him and kind of started like pushing me to the side. So everybody I grew up with, all my best, quote unquote, best friends, what I thought kind of, turned their back on me. That's how I felt. So I left. I took my kids and I moved and I took, I took my kids because he was gone all the time. So he really didn't see them much and I didn't I feel like everything kind of like started to break up after that.
I mean, to keep it all the way real, listening to the story and learning your story, like what I'm saying, and what you were saying, like you was kind of like the glue for real. Like, you kept
Yeah.
the structure as far as like, don't come to the studio doing this. Like you kept the structure of what he had this part, but then you had this part locked down. So it was
Yeah.
a team effort. So I mean, I've been in those same situations. So like even with my daughter's mom, or, when you with somebody, it is kind of hard sometimes to keep the business, like especially as involved as you was, like being an artist. That's where I think it hurts us as fans. Like when we see our greats or the people that we look up to kind of break up when groups are having disagreements and things of that nature. I think that's where fans get naive because we don't understand that, we don't put ourselves in the shoes that you guys are walking in. So yeah, I think I understand that completely.
Yeah. Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Okay. I was texting somebody just to let them know I was being a little late, but But yeah, that's I guess kind of the way that it goes down, when you're like you got so many people.
Yeah, I definitely always want to know that because I've managed big name groups, famous people that their song. Like and it's a what my I gotta. People always break up. It's always all right. We ain't dealing with this person, and so the group is doing this, and then so I get those situations, and it's kind of sometimes kind of hard to mend them. So growing from that. So did you do your projects, all of your projects? Were you working on those? Well, I know Lynch is on a few of my favorites, like that Suicidal is one of my favorite joints with you and him on your project. Um, you got a lot.
Yeah.
Was you working on those before the split, or that was
Hmm.
like you had them and then you?
Yeah. Through the Eyes of She, I was the last album I dropped through him. I had made a couple of um actually a handful of the songs on Aggravated.
Uh-huh.
I had already made and just kept, like because I kept it. I walked away with all my music basically, not really not. I think Hell in August. I think I got that too, the master for that. But yeah, I walked away with all my masters and shit.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. They
So
gave it.
yeah, I did Aggravated after that, and then the best of Zigzag. I also did one called now what is it, now or not now or never? It's called
You got hold up, I got them right here. You got I got them right here in my
Against All Odds.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oz. Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah, I don't got that one though. That one's probably never gonna come out, and that was actually the best album I ever did. But it is what it is.
Damn,
It's just it just went through a shady record company. I'm just gonna put it like that. Shady dude.
got you, got you. All right, I definitely understand that. So that's crazy. Like the music industry was really, it's always been what it is, but back then it was really cutthroat because you really couldn't, a lot of things nowadays, this internet can help you out because you can find out some things or research some stuff. But it's like a lot of the stuff that was from that era that you was in is just now hitting the surface, like, coming back to light, or people are just now speaking on some of those things. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that's crazy. So, ooh, you also got a book out, don't you?
Yeah. Zigzag Into the Storm. It's on Amazon Kindle. It's a Kindle release. I did that. It's about my life growing up, just being abused as a kid, running away from home, moving in with Lynch at 16 or 14, 15, whatever. And just growing and the life that I had with him and the music and being shot at 9 times.
Yeah. I'm glad. Look, see, that's why I love you because you. If anybody knows you and knows your music and know how real you are, like you got. It don't look like like you look so sweet and innocent, but if you know you, like hold on, let me just get there. Let me just hold on one time.
I'm gonna tell you, anybody would be sweet and innocent after all that shit, going through all that.
No, I
You
definitely
change, man. You learn, you live, you change.
no, I definitely get it. But I hold on. Let me see if I can get into this real quick. Give me 1 second. I gotta tap into this real quick for you because I gotta ask some questions. I need to know because these you got some fire, and I just want to know. Let's get into this real quick. Hold on, let me blow it up. Boom. Let me put this on. Yeah, I got some good ones. Let me get into this real quick. All right, because you got some.
Talk about it.
Look,
I don't want to talk about it.
We're gonna talk about this. You got some.
I don't want to talk about it.
Is that tribute?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't wanna feel like as if today I'm on a whole different level. This time the inside of me's empty. Outside I look like the devil, the homicide bear. Pay visits to me right now on a daily. The neighbors is racist. They call CPS on my babies. Now I have to take this. Me, I grew up with food, clothes, in the bed. Got a whooping damn near every day. Nobody gave a fuck if it bled. My relatives hate to say it, off for that shit went to prison. Case closed, something's missing. He did the homie by snitching. I got a cool job with a fucked up boss. He got a condition. I wished I would've knew that shit before I got the position. My horoscope say Virgo. Now take a step off the scene. The distribution is low. You're not one of the artists mainstream. They wanna blame me for the double homicide because I didn't speak. This the season bloody murder. Every time I fall asleep, somebody's leaking. Matter of time before they be coming for me. My man's at work project and I'm back at home taking the heat. I feel backwards at work with 2 kids and I rap obligated. 5 LPs on a 3-year contract. 26 and it's hard. Some days I wish I could take back. In the most heated of times, don't leave the house now unstrapped. Sitting on 3 petty warrants. So now I drive with no L's. Too scared to go down and get clean. They just take me to jail. No matter how much you eat and drink. Seem like it won't go away. Somebody new from the county is sack at the door like every day.
I don't wanna talk about it, just sitting alone. I've been left suicidal and won't come out of my home. Missing death, left for dead for any and everybody I ever felt. Mama left me long ago to handle life by myself. Don't wanna talk about it.
I just had to go there real quick. I just had to go there real.
I ain't heard that in a long time.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not dated. That's what I don't think you want. It's not dated. Like, you can play that right now. Like, your flow is. I just played it for you to let you hear. Like, yo, I get it, but you could be torn off of this stuff still now. Like, put your face out there and be like, yeah, I was hurt. Like, let's do that again, because your flow, I still don't hear. Like, there ain't nobody on that type of level. Like what you saying, like you said, you live your reality and you put your pain and your passion in your music.
Oh, the truth. Yeah, that whole song is real as shit.
Charge you with the double homie?
Yeah, no, yeah, because I wouldn't speak.
Yeah,
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so they trying to. So you've been there. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that ain't never been in them rooms. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, your lyrics resonate so real to the average, and that's why I say male audience, because the shit you're saying is like, damn, that's what I did. Nigga, I got 2 petty warrants. I'm driving with no L still. You know how long a nigga did that? I was just saying, do you know how long a nigga did that and had warrants and was on the run?
I do. I do.
I get the lyric. That's what I'm saying. So I get it. And it's like, that's what your music does. Like, and I think a lot of the times, like when we talk about artists putting the wrong message out in music, I think that's the difference. Because when it's your pain real, you're not trying to push this on to an audience. It's just me giving you my pain. And you can hear the difference. You ain't trying to promote this. You saying, shit, I'm trying to live and this is what I'm going through.
Got it out. We're good now.
Yeah, so that's dope. Like, I just want to give you your flowers on that. Like I said, it takes a lot to be a storyteller, but like you said, you're a writer. I've always been writing my whole life too. I'm a writer, but to tell that story and to actually grasp people and to actually get their attention is hard. And I think you it's just something unique about your voice, your flow, and like you said, you're naturally confident. So I think that just naturally pushes your artistry, and I think that's dope. Like, now I did hear you say something. Well, I seen you say something on Facebook, like you still working and you still people can get you for features and trying to book.
Yeah, you can get a feature from me, 500. That's what my lowest. And that's just because studio time is so expensive nowadays, and I have to pay for it. But yeah, I'm working on another album, Reinvented too.
Okay, hey, I'm definitely keep me updated on the album. Make sure you always send me the singles first, like that I can break them and play them first. Make sure we get them on all my platforms and break up the clips, because you dropping another project is inspirational. That's what I'm saying. It keeps people
most appreciated
that they can do it. Like, nah, because a lot of people give up and they like, oh, I don't want to do it, and they have voices and stuff like that. But I think somebody asked me yesterday if you was doing features and they want to feature. So I'm gonna plug them up with you so they can. And he got a good wave going right now. And when, like I said, when I mentioned you, he was like start rapping the raps, and I was like, oh, okay. Like I was like, I'm gonna link you up. So he did ask about a feature, and I think that'll be dope. I think he'll make something dope happen with that. So who you working with on the new project? Who's producing it for you? Who's producing it?
So Eli is producing it right now. He's my sole producer pretty much just for this project. Just because I'm feeling his flow, and that's the kind of where I'm going with it. But it's just me so far. I got COS on there right now, and that's it. I haven't really put any features on there. I may or may not. Like, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure I will, but we'll have to see. I don't know
So
who yet.
all right, so back to that then. So you don't. I understand you speak to Lynch. That's just by default and things of that nature. But like Funk Beta and all of that, like the rest of the clique, it's no community. Like it's just you don't talk to nobody, and there's no way we
I
can
talked to
get
Funk
more.
Beta. Yeah. He's my kid's goddad. So I talked to him. Um, I talked to Loki. I talked to COS. Tall Can, I still talk to. Every once in a while, I talk to Emil. Like I got back to talking to everybody, but I'm way out here in the East Coast now. They're on the West, so
No, I
I
get
haven't
it.
seen any of them in years.
I asked that to see if I'm trying to spark some. I'm trying to spark a reunion. I'm trying to get a track. Like I'm trying to get one of them tracks. Like it's long overdue, man. And I
That
just
would be
think that,
cool. Yeah,
that
me and
chemistry y'all
Co got a couple things together.
yeah, but we definitely need that you coming off the top of the boat and then that chorus and then that mixture y'all had. Y'all just had so much going on. Like the beats, like on my briefcase with some weed. It's like you come on there, so you can't teach that shit. That's all I can say. You can't teach what y'all got. That shit natural. Like your
Yeah.
artistry, like I said, it's a lot of dope female rappers right now, and females are running the game. How do you feel about that?
I think, hey, more power to you. Like it's a new era. You can get away with rapping the way you're rapping. I'm not feeling any of it.
Yeah,
Any of
right.
it. I'm
I
not
know.
one of these chicks out there that I'm feeling. I'm still, like rocking the old school, like, MC
Oh my
Light, Latifah. Like I like, Lauren Hill. Like there's not that's these it's no
you still like a
content.
message. You still like a message, like because that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Even down to your music, it was
Yeah.
a message in it. Like it's a message.
You
I mean,
can't
we
just
come
say
from
the
that
same
area.
thing over and over again. I got my gum in my mouth. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you even saying? Like, and you're really getting away with that shit. And hey, more power to you. Nice to see you're getting paid for bullshit. All of us work so motherfucking hard all of our lives.
Right.
Putting together real shit that we really been through. But you know what I'm saying? So like I'm still to this day will eat any of these bitches alive, and it won't even have. They might have a harder voice, they might have a harder following, a bigger, fan base, whatever. But I'm gonna still spit out the water, any of them out the water because I still got content to mine. I don't see not one of them, except for the old schools. Like I would have trouble with some of the old school chicks, but all these new chicks, man, you can be as hard as a brick wall, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't fade me. I still will scratch you out of the water
I
for
don't
sure.
think there's. I don't
And
even
I
think
take
there's.
the challenge if you want to, for real.
I
Blow
don't even
me
think.
up, shit.
I don't even think there's a lot of the old school chicks that can really. I mean, go like I said, your flow is different. Like now. I'm not talking. I'm not. Yeah, it's definitely like all the women you name. The pioneers, Queen Latifah's, the lights. Yeah, that's definitely the classic. But like I said, the distinctive part of your original style. That's the whole thing. There's no one in your lane. Like there's no one that can. I mean, and you do have edgier women nowadays that have like different styles, and you got like the Flo Millies, and you got like the different. But it's not. You can put nobody in your lane, and I think that's like something that's dope. Or like my style has stood the test. You know how they steal everybody's shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's too
No
hard for
line.
them to steal your style. I think that's what it is. Like I don't think they can steal it if they try. Like that's
Maybe
really what.
not. Maybe not. And even if they did, they wouldn't have the voice to go with it, so it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't have been
Exactly.
through
Exactly. So I think that's key. So
it.
my next question is: is it? I know you grew up a lot, so are we getting the same zigzag, or what are we? Are we getting that same fire? Are we getting
You're
more?
just getting the same Zag, same style, same lyrical content. You're just getting a more mature, older version of her.
God, I
Who
can't
I'd
wait to
still
hear it.
speak about what I go through. So you're not going to hear me talk about shit that being shot at because it's been a long time since I have been. I could talk about my old shit that I've already told you about, but like you can only say so much of that. I'm not living that life. I'm not going to talk about it right now.
No, we don't want you getting shot at either. Now you somebody's mommy,
I got
baby. We
enough of
don't
my
want.
own shits to write about.
Yeah, Yeah, we did that already. We did that part. Like, and that's what I'll be trying to tell the youth. Like, just back to the music and the message. You see what's going on right now in the music business. It kind of got so I got to be so real to where everybody's sending themselves to jail. You know what I'm saying? Down to
Yeah,
we got
seriously
we got
though.
Dirk back yesterday, and they took Dirk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's 6ix9ine back in jail. So it's just like when you look at that, and it's like really the influence that they have. They really sending these guys to jail for their influence now. Like because you like you said, it's you got millions of people watching you and kids, and it's just a
Yeah.
lot. So that's why I say the difference of the message in the music. Like you can hear. Hold on, let me show you something. I mean,
Cops ain't fans of rap no more. I'm telling you, when I was growing up, I used to have every time I would, when I did go to jail, it was like, could you stand on the table? We got a celebrity in here. Stand on the table, do a show for everybody. And they really had me in jail. I'm like, you gonna let me out if I do that? Like, am I making my bond here? Like, with this? But yeah, and you get stopped by cops, like, hey, I know you. I mean, they ain't doing that shit and they don't give a fuck anymore.
no,
They
no, they don't.
changed too.
No, nowadays the cops don't care. I mean, and I ain't even gonna front. They might like you, but they ain't stopping from doing their job. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right.
back in the day, like you said, they might be like, yeah, can you perform for us? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, but nowadays, yeah, they trying to be the one who took you down. Like, oh yeah, I got her. Like we seen her doing 50 and a 25. Like we got her. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we got the project coming out. So I definitely we gonna get some visuals for the project. You know that when you work on, we gonna get some of them, right? Some videos.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I think that too. Like you said, having more videos and people being able to place that voice back to where they remember it from.
Who
I
I
think that's
am.
yeah, I think that's what it's
Mhm.
going to do for you. I think the new project and just with the technology, like you said, TikTok and everything, once you jump back out there, I'm calling this ahead of time. So when it happened, make sure you call me back and be like, bro, it happened. Because I'm
Yeah, yeah.
telling you, you have that like voice. Jada Kiss has a voice. Like you have
Appreciate
a
it.
voice. Like, you can't get around it. Like I said, even if people only resonated to your ex, like that's legendary. So if you resonated to that, that means you know who I am. This is the face now. You know what I'm saying? So now I think, and you still look 25, so it ain't like they're not going to book you. Like, yeah, you look at 25, so it ain't like they're not going to book you. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to speak that into existence, like with that.
Appreciate that.
So what else
Yeah,
you
I
got
just
coming?
I just downloaded a video editing software yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I'm already making doing a little playing around with the video stuff.
Oh, so you hands on this project? Like we going all the way in. You gonna have that CEO, that executive producer, that working for yourself type thing.
Oh yeah, all my videos that are out, like anything except for there's like interviews and shows. I did all my videos. I edited those.
That's dope. Like I didn't know that. So yeah, I mean, but I guess I can kind of figure that out by you saying, everybody living with you on Lynch and you having, being a big part of that movement. So yeah, that's definitely dope. Uh, Man, so what else? How is it? So how is it? Do your kids listen to your own? Do they listen to the music? Or did you keep them
My
with
older
that?
two kids speak and they stay as far away from it as they possibly can. Their dad is famous for the most part, and so he's out there. They don't like being associated with it. They don't like having people hit them up on Facebook just because they're Lynch's kid. They can't stand it. So they pretty much don't really dabble. I mean, my son, he'll rap, like he does some music, raps a little bit, but just more to play with. I don't know that he's really serious. He doesn't seem like it. My
Right,
daughter, she's a really good singer, but and she wants to get into the music, but she's not in the atmosphere that I was in to do it. Like you're gonna be
right.
paying for studio time or you're fighting your way up. And out here, not
Yeah,
everybody heard of Brother Lynch. But my youngest
yeah.
daughter, yeah, she's definitely into the music. She goes to school bragging about her mom, like, having pictures with Snoop Dogg and hanging out around with Snoop Dogg and MC Bree and all these different people, like she goes to school bragging about it. Her friends like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like so yeah, she has fun with that. Her dad's really good in music too, but he's like on the church side. So
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So how did you get the name Zigzag? Where did that come from? Where did Zig? I mean, I can just imagine, but where did you get it from?
Lynch, because I smoked a lot. Yeah. So he gave me that
That's
name when I was young. Spelled the
that's what
way
I
it
thought.
is and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, she must blow. She must have, or must have blew. Like, yeah, I'm like Zigzag. Every time I heard her name, like, she must have really blew that thing down.
Yeah, I did my time.
Yeah, no, but Lynch always talked about the good smoke in the songs too. So, like I said, and then you was on my briefcase with some crumbled weed. So it was like, yeah. So I just always wanted to know if that's where you got the name from, or was it a different, angle? So yeah, that's dope. All right, man. I'm definitely looking forward to the new music, the new visuals, and everything you got coming up. Uh, I definitely appreciate you taking your time out your day, just talking to us and going over some stuff. I want to take you back one more time, though. Let me do this for you one more time, because I just want you to know. I want you to one more time. Like, this is a different one. Let me go here with it. Let's bring this up. Screen. All right. Share screen. This one is my shit. Let's. We gotta go here with it.
Coming
time.
off that high, it's that double Zagg wrapped around some funk in the trunk. I got the Mossberg pumping, about to jack a pump. And when that sickness hits, I'm like a new stage. Watch my back hit the dank, load the gag, make the grade 12 midnight. My niggas on the stroll, Mr. Doc, baby Reg, brother Lynch, Big Dan. We about to roll, riding deep, hella high, so nigga peep this. Take your Glock off safety, turn around and hit the street. And when I got the milli pictured in my head, ain't no stopping, cause the devil said I'm halfway dead. What can I say? Got them evil thoughts filling up my head. Close to the brain on that it say tip EBK every day. The block style bitch smoking dank with my braids in my hair, and I'm riding on a full tank. My 9 on the side going both ways. Pillar niggas capping and I'm sideways.
Yeah, I just had to do that one time. Like that like, yeah. I had to do that one time because that was the first joint you wrote.
Yeah, my debut, baby. 16.
Debut. 16 years old. That was a 16-year-old artist, bro. That is crazy. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to keep telling you, like, but 16 years old, you wrote that.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Yeah. So I definitely can't wait to see what you're about to hit us with now. Like, I know you about to come crazy. Just, I know it's going to be dope, because if you was writing that at 16 years old, like, because I never knew that. We never, like I said, we getting all this stuff now, knowing how old you was and being that young, writing, and that shit.
Yeah, I was a little one, little baby.
You was a little gangster, like that shit you was
living the life. You know what I'm saying? Living the life.
Hey man, that shit you was saying on that low to the brain. I don't know who the fuck pissed you off. Like you was ready to slide, as the little young dudes would say. She was on timing. Like, yeah, that was dope. That's dope. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming through, giving us some insights and giving us. Now you got to come back though when you do drop some singles and some projects, so we can, play them and get them, get our people hip to them, and just get some good feedback.
Yeah, most definitely. Just let me know, hit me, and I'll of course, I'll promote the album, so you'll know.
Definitely. So we'll share it on all our social media pages too. Let them know everywhere they can find you at social media wise that you're promoting right now. If you got any TikToks or Instagrams, let them know.
TikTok, you're gonna just look up ZIGGZAGG or official Zigzag. I think Instagram is the real Zigzag. It's YouTube official Zigzag. You can look up Facebook La Brea Renee. Yeah, the threads, I'm on there. I believe it's official Zigzag on that too. Just look up Zigzag. My book you can get off Amazon. It's definitely worth the read. I'm gonna be dropping another one that probably next year. I gotta write it, but it's gonna be about this psychopathic music industry right now.
But other than that, I can't wait to get that one. And I'm gonna make sure that I post all the links to the clips and stuff, and y'all gonna be able to get it and find her stuff. I'm gonna post it once I edit the clips and everything. So everything she's talking about, I'll make sure y'all be able to get it. But I definitely want to. I'm getting that music industry, but drop that one.
Yeah, I gotta write that, but I sure been through enough to know.
Definitely. Well, yeah, we don't want to keep you all day. I definitely appreciate your time. We definitely gonna tune back into you. Keep us updated on anything you got coming up. And we just wanted to give you your flowers and chop it up with you. All the homies when they get off work that's fans of yours. I know they're gonna be on here tapping in with you. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
much
send my
love for
guy your
having
way.
me.
I'm gonna send my guy that your way about that feature too.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Tell them to hit me up.
I got you. Hey, y'all, the one and only Zigzag, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune into her and go support her and everything she got going on. Blessings. We appreciate you.
Blessings, man. Stay up.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
All right, you guys. Peace out.
Peace, y'all.